Today we want to show you a couple of different coloring features that you can use in AVA to enhance your workflow. If I click on the little plus, I can simply add a new colorway, which will duplicate automatically the one I've already had, and then I can just change the colors with my multi-view picker and see everything changing in live. If I alt-click, I can just add a new colorway in black and white. And so I'm completely free. I can drag and drop colors however I want to and really quickly change my colorways. To make my coloring work even easier, I can just set my design in a big repeat to see how the colors work on a bigger scale. And if I add a blotch, I've got very quickly a background layer with which I can play as well. If I click on the number in my layers palette, I can see all the colorways I've already created, and I can just flick between them to compare them. And here we have our swatches palette. In your swatches palette, you can simply drag and drop any color you would like to save, maybe a color you frequently use or that you would like to link to other designs that are working for the same collection. And this is a global window, so whichever file you've got open, you can open your swatches and it'll be accessible in any file. We can also use color files to color in AVA. So this may be a color file that you've been given by a colleague, or a color file that you've created yourself following a mood board or an overall design idea. Whichever way, you can simply open them into your color sys and start working with them. In our preferences, we've got the option to change the information that we want to see on our color chips. This can be particularly useful if you're working with Pantone color files or any other reference color file and you want to clearly see in your layers palette which color name you've already picked. Simply go into your color sys and open your Pantone file. And you can see here, if I double click on the color chips in my layer palette, it will automatically find the closest color match in my active color file. Up here we've got the option to even name our different colorways. For example, this one, I know this is going to be my original colorway. I don't want anybody to change it. So I'm going to clearly label it and then I can even lock it. And if I now want to change it, I get a little notification that this colorway is locked. Again, something really handy if you're just trying to avoid that you might override your original colorway. If you click on Window and Layout page, we get a linked presentation page, which is directly connected to our design. So if you save the design, the layout is automatically saved as well. If I want to see my design in repeat, I can simply click back into the design window, adjust the repeat, and it will update live in the layout window. Here I've got the option to tile my colorways. I can tile all my colorways, name colorways, visible layers, or duplicate my objects. This is a beautifully simple way to just see all my colorways next to each other nicely presented. And if I want to add a second page, this is no problem. I can adjust the page number across and down in my view settings. If I want to duplicate my original colorway to create new colorways for coloring, I can simply duplicate one colorway and then duplicate it in my tiles function. And here we have our Inspire window. We can choose the colorway that we want to use as inspiration. We can even constrain our options to monitor and printer gamut to make sure that all the colors we're being offered are actually printable and visible for us. And then by clicking on the dice, I'm offered a wide range of colorways that I can adjust with the HC and L slider. If I'm happy with one of the colorways that were offered to me, I can simply deactivate the colorway object and continue to color the other colorways. Resizing in the layout window couldn't be simpler. Simply activate all your colorways and drag them to a smaller size and they will all update together. If we want, we can add a palette to each individual colorway to showcase the individual colors of each layer. And if there are any colors that are out of gamut, we get a little warn sign and we can then adjust the colors in our multi-view color picker. We can even create personalized custom palettes. Simply create any shape that you want to use, and with our tile functions we can duplicate the object. Afterwards, we can then simply drag and drop the colors with the Control key pressed down to link our colors to the colorway. And now if we change colorway, our personalized palette will change color with each colorway. To create even more convincing presentations, we can showcase our designs on Materialize Scenes. Simply add your design to any room scene and then add it to your layout page. If we would like to, we can even add simply text right on the layout page and adjust the font and size. Another amazing feature of the layout page is dynamic text. We can add dynamic text to any layout object and select the info that we want to see on our layout page. This text will update automatically with the specifications of the linked layout object. When we've created a template that we're happy with, we can even save it for later use. And if we want to, we can then try and test other templates that we've previously created and can simply load them into our design. There are several other fantastic color features that we can explore in ColorSys. For one, we can drag any color that we've created with the multi-view color picker into our color file and save them there. In view settings, there are several different options of how we can display our color file. We can choose the shape of our color chips, and we can also decide which color information we want to see. If we create a new color file, we can simply drag and drop any color chip in that we want to, and here we've got the option to sample chips. Sample chips allows us to create a number of chips that blend from the start color and end color that we have added to the window. This is a fantastic tool if we're just looking for that right shade of tone, particularly for neutral tones. Another really useful function is called color difference. In here we can drag any color chip that we want to compare to another color chip. In this example, my background color is out of gamut. I can then compare the color difference between the adjusted version of my background white and the original. This can help to decide whether an adjustment is acceptable.